is June 29th, 2021. 29th. Let me try that again. Today is June 29th, 2021. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Tyler Lee.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I wanted to apologize to anyone who didn't get the memo about moving our meeting to 10:30 today, but we were at the Crew Stadium dedicating that opening, and just what a momentous occasion it was. What a very nice stadium it is. I hope you all can get there on Saturday and enjoy the very first game in the new stadium. And it's right next to the baseball stadium, so it's really just becoming a neat area. Can't wait to see it when it's all finished. Big things are happening in Central Ohio, so exciting. All right, as a reminder, this is a public meeting and is being recorded as such. We kindly ask that you maintain the same level of decorum as if we were meeting in person. Finally, for those of you calling in, please ensure that you muted your phone line by pressing *6. We appreciate your cooperation. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 22nd, 2021 general session, the June 24th, 2021 briefing session, and the June 23rd, 2021 administrative briefing?
I move approval of the minutes as read.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioners. The minutes have been approved.
Great. Public Defender.
Resolution number 49521. Resolution authorizing a one-year contract between the City of Columbus, the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, and the Franklin County Public Defender Commission in the amount of $232,173.
Morning, Commissioners. This is Christy Clarizio with the Franklin County Public Defender's Office. This resolution is to provide legal services to the indigent persons in Franklin County Municipal Court for 2021. The total estimated cost of services in this program for this year is $6,276,540. It's estimated that 63% of these cases in municipal court this year will be state charge misdemeanors. This estimate is based on the actuals that we received from 2020, and the cost to the county is estimated to be $4,063,380 before 80% state reimbursement. After that, the obligation for the county would be $812,676. 37% of the cases in municipal court this year will be city charges. The cost to the city in the amount of $2,386,429. With that 80% state reimbursement and the 2020 reconciliation that was owed to the city of $245,683, we come up with the contract price for this year of $232,173. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of resolution 49521.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 49521 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Animal Control.
Resolution number 49621. Resolution authorizing a contract extension for spay, neuter, and veterinarian services in the amount of $871,500.
Morning, Commissioners. Allison Waters for Fiscal Officer for Animal Care and Control. This resolution would approve the extension of spay, neuter, and veterinarian service contract awarded to Shelter Outreach Services of Ohio in 2018. And it had the ability to extend for 4 one-year periods. If approved, this will be the third of the 4 possible extensions. Pending any questions, I respectfully request approval of this resolution.
Thank you, Allison. If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 49621.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 49621 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 49721, review of petition to annex 24.45 acres more or less from Mifflin Township to the City of Columbus, case number ANX-18-21.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 24.45 acres from Mifflin Township to the City of Columbus. The area to be annexed includes property located at, and be patient with me, there's 22 parcels listed here, 2540 Agler Road, 2544 Agler Road, 2556 Agler Road, 2574 Agler Road, 2598 Agler Road, 2606 Agler Road, 2861 Bridgeview Drive, 2875 Bridgeview Drive, 2634 Bridgeview Court, Agler Road, 2 parcels, Bridgeview Drive, 8 parcels, and Bridgeview Court, 3 parcels. All of those are north of Agler Road, west of Sunbury Road, south of Innis Road, and east of Westerville Road. Petition was filed by agent and attorney Jill Tangeman of Boris Sater, Seymour and Peace, who is in attendance should you have any questions, on behalf of the owner, KIP Columbus Foundation. That's KIPP Columbus Foundation. 81% of the site's perimeter is contiguous with the City of Columbus, and the city passed ordinance number 1367-2021 on June 7th, 2021, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved in a statement regarding incompatible land uses and the zoning buffer. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
Thank you, Jenny. I move approval of Resolution 49721.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 49721 has been adopted. Resolution number 49821, review of petition to annex 0.46 acres more or less from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City, case number ANX-21-21.
This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 0.46 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The area to be annexed includes property located at 2155 White Road. That's south of White Road, west and north of Interstate 71, and east of Hoover Road. The petition was filed by agent and attorney Casey Wall of Wall Law LLC, who is in attendance should you have any questions, on behalf of the owners Joseph A. McClung and Emily Jane McClung. 17.7% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to the City of Grove City, and the city passed resolution number CR-29-21 on June 7th, 2021, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding incompatible land uses and the zoning buffer. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 49821.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 49821 has been adopted. Resolution number 49921, review of petition to annex 0.551 acres more or less from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City, case number ANX-22-21.
Commissioners, this resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 0.551 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The area to be annexed includes property located at 2277 White Road, that's south of White Road, west and north of Interstate 71, and east of Hoover Road. Petition was filed by agent and attorney Casey D. Wall of Wall Law LLC, who is in attendance should you have any question, on behalf of the owner Ann C. Geiger. 12.5% of the site's perimeter is contiguous with the city of Grove City, and the city passed resolution number CR-28-21 on June 7, 2021, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding incompatible land uses and the zoning buffer. The petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution.
There are no questions or comments. I move approval of resolution 49921.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 49921 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry, next is sanitary engineers.
Resolution number 521, resolution authorizing and accepting a sanitary sewer easement from Camp Chase Rail LLC to facilitate the installation of a public sanitary sewer line over property owned by Camp Chase Rail LLC.
Good morning, Commissioners. Stephen Renner with the Department of Sanitary Engineering. This resolution and the resolution that follows it both deal with the same subject, and it's Miller Development LLC that has a proposed development on the west side of Galloway Road, just north of Camp Chase Railway and the village of Galloway. In this development, they are proposing 230 lots of single-family homes and 630 lots of multi-family housing. In this particular resolution, we did need an easement from Camp Chase Rail because the proposed, from the developer, their proposed alignment for the sewer does use a portion of the easement. And in fact, it even crosses the railway at one point. In this easement, then we would actually transfer over for Miller Development's use to build the said sewer. Are any questions? I respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of resolution number 521.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce. You are muted, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. Resolution number 521 has been adopted. And just for clarification, that's 500-21. Next, resolution number 501-21. Resolution authorizing and approving a sanitary sewer construction and indemnification agreement with Miller Development LLC for the construction of a sanitary sewer line servicing unincorporated areas of Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning, Commissioners. So this is the indemnification agreement where we formalize an agreement with Miller Development LLC. This agreement actually stipulates that they will have to use our technical specifications and our approval of all their plans for the development of both a water and a sewer distribution system. They'll also be building a pump station for the said sewer services. And this goes back to resolution 26909 and 27009 because these parcels are within the Big Darby watershed, where the city of Columbus is allowing Franklin County to provide water and sewer services to this site. So therefore, these will be assets that will be owned by this department at a future point. Barring any questions, I respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of resolution 501-21.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 501-21 has been adopted. Resolution number 50221. Resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation to support the repayment of loans for various projects.
Commissioners, this resolution is just like it says in the title. It is a non-general fund supplemental appropriation, so there we can actually pay a debt service on loans throughout the rest of the year.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of resolution number 502-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I just going to look at something really quick. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Thanks for indulging me. I'm sorry. He said something that triggered, I wanted to check something. Thank you.
Resolution number 50221 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next is Jobs and Family Services.
Resolution number 50321. Resolution approving a contract extension for on-site case management services between the Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services and Nationwide Children's Hospital in the amount of $22,494.48.
Good morning, Commissioners. Vivian Turner, Assistant Director. Per the contract, an FCDJFS case manager will be stationed on-site at Children's Hospital to provide timely assistance in determining patient eligibility, primarily for Medicaid, but also for other agency programs. This contract continues a nearly 20-year partnership between our agency and Children's Hospital. Under the terms, Children's Hospital will reimburse us for the actual full-time employee costs of an on-site case manager, as well as a part of the cost for the supervisor and clerical support. I want to note that this is only a 3-month extension, as Nationwide Children's Hospital seeks to potentially expand this partnership. This agreement ensures that there is no lapse in service while we continue those discussions. The cost is not to exceed $22,494.48 over the 3-month term. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Oh, I'm sorry. If there aren't any comments or questions, I will move approval of resolution 50321.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Tyler Lee.
I abstain.
Resolution number 50321 has been adopted with Commissioner Tyler Lee's noted abstention.
Thank you, and have a wonderful Tuesday.
Thank you, you too. Next is Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 50421. Resolution authorizing a contract renewal with Virtual Case Manager for web-based case management software licensure through the fiscal year 2018 Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration Medication Assisted Treatment Grant Program in the amount of $2,500.
Thank you, team. Good morning, Commissioners and our county team. As stated, the resolution will be a renewal of the Virtual Case Manager, VCM, contract in the amount of $2,500 for the web-based case management that is utilized for documentation of our direct service operating in the jail. Similar to Pathways and the Rapid Resource Center, we have greatly used this platform to enhance the quality control measures and the data collection capabilities. And if there are no questions regarding VCM, we would request your approval.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 50421.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 50421 has been adopted. Resolution number 50521. Resolution authorizing a professional service contract with Valerie Coleman for peer support services through the fiscal year 2018 Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration Medication Assisted Treatment Grant Program in the amount of $29,627.
Thank you, Dean. Ms. Coleman has served as a peer support specialist with our office since 2018 and have demonstrated a tremendous capacity to work with our justice-involved residents screened as at risk for opioid use disorder. Ms. Coleman will also be assigned to work in the Rapid Resource Center, where she will link services for our residents just released from the Franklin County Jail. If there are no questions, we would ask your approval of this resolution as well.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 505-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 50521 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you too. Next is purchasing.
Resolution number 50621, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,121,320.41.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry Balanier, Director of Purchasing, presenting this morning with Marlise Wicker, Franklin County's Economic Equity Administrator in the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Commissioners, our resolution this week requests your approval of 68 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. And Marlise will take you through the SCB EPOs. Marlise?
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. This week, we
Morning.
have 10 out of 16 eligible purchase orders that are being presented to award to 10 women business owners, totaling $76,657,000, which equates to 63% of the eligible PO value and 72% of the eligible PO dollar value. The following agencies have increased supplier diversity of goods and services within Franklin County: the Probate Court, Domestic Relations and Juvenile, Court of Common Pleas, Sheriff's Office, Clerk of Courts, and Engineer. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 50621.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Tyler Lee.
I abstain.
Resolution number 50621 has been adopted with Commissioner Tyler Lee's noted abstention.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you too. Next, Board of Commissioners.
Commissioner, we have a public hearing.
Okay. So we have a public hearing. Can the clerk please read the public hearing notice?
Resolution to consider the adoption of the 2022 tax budget for Franklin County.
All right. I'd like to open up the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just coughing.
Oh, okay. I'd like to open up the public hearing for this resolution at this time. Is there anyone here in the audience or on this virtual meeting today who would like to speak on this public hearing? I do not believe we have any speaker slips. So seeing that there are none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Thank you, Commissioner. Resolution number 50721. Resolution authorizing the adoption of the fiscal year 2022 tax budget for Franklin County.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Talerick with the Office of Management and Budget. Pursuant to Section 5705.28 of the revised code, the tax budget for the next succeeding fiscal year must be approved by July 15th. The fiscal year for Franklin County is the same as the calendar year. The tax budget is a financial plan for the operations of the next fiscal year. It identifies how much money is expected from local, state, and federal sources, the anticipated carryover fund balances, and how much is needed to carry out governmental functions in the next fiscal year. The budget is submitted to the County Budget Commission and is required for the receipt of the allocations from the local government fund and of the various property tax levies in the upcoming year. In addition, the Office of Management and Budget uses the tax budget to help develop guidelines for county entities as they begin entering in their 2022 budget requests, which will be incorporated into the annual appropriation measure that will be presented for approval in December. Thanks to the inclusion of the Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund that was authorized by the American Rescue Plan, the county will not require the utilization of general fund reserves in 2022. While inflationary adjustments are included in the calculations for next year, the upcoming budget guidance will still include restrictions on requesting new initiatives given the one-time nature of this federal funding. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 507-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 507-21 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Resolution number 508-21, resolution authorizing an application to the state of Ohio to participate in the State Capital Improvement Program for local jail projects.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. The State Capital Improvement Program for local jail projects provides grants to local governments for the purpose of construction or renovation of county jails. Senate Bill 310 provided $50 million in funding for local governments to apply for in order to use for the construction or renovation of county jails. This resolution would authorize the application for financial assistance through the State Capital Improvement Program for local jail projects and would identify and authorize the county administrator to act as a contact person for the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections for the purpose of participation in the State Capital Improvement Program for local jail projects. Pending any questions, would recommend your approval.
Thank you, Deputy Administrator Long. If there are no questions or comments, I move approval of Resolution 508-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 508-21 has been adopted. And Commissioners, I just want to note there is a decent amount of timeliness respective of this proposal. So I will be sending the application for your signature as a standalone document within DocuSign to ensure it's expedited accordingly immediately
Dean,
after.
should we expect to see that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is, the application is due tomorrow, Commissioner.
Okay. Thanks for that notice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Resolution, sorry, Chris. Resolution number 509-21, resolution ordering the county engineer to prepare plans, specifications, estimates, and assessments for the improvement of the Gulf View Ditch Watershed, Brown Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning, Commissioners, administration, staff, and constituents. My name is Cornell Robertson, your Franklin County engineer and Franklin County drainage engineer. Commissioners, before I start my resolution presentation, I just wanted to remind you and let constituents know that the Franklin County Fair is less than 1 month away, from Monday, July 19th through Sunday, July 25th. The fair will be live and in person this year, starting with ribbon cutting ceremony on Monday, July 19th at noon. The Fair Board asked me to mention the fair and say thank you to you all for your support.
Engineer, what's the pie of the fair this year? What's the pie test this year? This is important stuff. This is important stuff.
You're right. That is for sure. I apologize. I don't know the flavor of the pie, but you can rest assured that I will have some vanilla ice cream there to go with it. You know, I remember someone mentioned the importance of having some ice cream on the side. I believe that was you, Commissioner Boyce. And so
don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Yeah, actually it was me, but I did. You know, who can eat? You can't eat apple pie without ice cream. That's just the rule. I'm sorry, but the fair is also such a nice experience. But what I like about the Franklin County Fair is it really takes us back to our roots. You know, the Central Ohio roots, where there's a lot of agricultural elements to it, but even still that sort of family commune as well. And it's just a great experience. My kids aren't little anymore where they kind of enjoy that kind of thing. But definitely the pie and the food is something that I'm looking forward to.
Yes, definitely. those kids in 4-H, they work really hard and they're learning good life skills as they work on their projects. So
They do.
What are the
They do.
dates? What are the dates of the, or I'm sorry, Cornell, what are the dates of the fair?
starts on Monday this year. Usually starts on Saturday, but this year it starts on Monday, July 19th, and runs through Sunday, July 25th.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be out of town for a chunk of July, but I'll be back. So,
Commissioner O'Grady will still have the Cornell's Chili Contest, and I know you've been an award winner many years, so I hope
I
you're
thought
able
maybe
to
you were
enter
gonna
again
kick
this
me
year.
out.
Pardon me?
I thought maybe you were gonna kick me out.
No,
I know when Dawn Tyler Lee was at City Hall, I got, railroaded out of that chili
I was
contest.
just gonna raise that, Commissioner O'Grady. I'm so glad you did. For those that might not know, he entered the City of Columbus chili contest, which was for the mayor's office, and I still am disputing that victory. But
Yeah.
we can talk about that later.
Well, then my wife entered and they wouldn't let her win, even though I had video proof that she was the one making the chili.
I never saw
videoed
that
it.
video, sir.
I videotaped my wife making chili. And they all disputed it. They
Commissioner Tyler Lee said she never saw that video. She said
Never
she
saw
does,
the
she doesn't, she
video.
doesn't believe that video. Yeah.
well,
doesn't
anybody
exist.
that knows my wife knows that she's a fantastic chili maker.
Mr. Engineer, I'm going to blame this train getting off the track squarely on you, my friend. So
But train engineer also, I see.
Well,
It's-
Cornell, just remind me when the chili contest is, and I'll do my best.
Please let me know when it is as well, so I can
Yeah.
feed myself.
Yeah, no, that's true. I forgot. Commissioner Tyler Lee definitely makes some good chili.
Well, I happen to have that handy. It's Thursday, July 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in the Edwards Building. Hope to
So
see you
noted.
all there.
Thank you.
There are some ringers, by the way, Commissioner Tyler Lee. There are some ringers out there.
Stiff competition. All right, on with the regularly scheduled program. Commissioners, the Gulfview County Ditch Petition is in the west part of the county in Brown Township near the Thornapple Golf Course and generally bounded by Feder Road, Cole Road, and Hamilton Run. In early March of 2021, Greg Richards filed this petition signed by himself and several property owners in the watershed to improve and maintain drainage. On May 19th of 2021, your board conducted the required viewing of the watershed. On May 12th and June 16th, we held unrequired additional public information meetings to receive feedback from and to provide information to the property owners within the watershed. Then on June 22nd of 2021, you held the first hearing where Jim Ramsey and I presented our preliminary report, and you heard testimony from the public, interested parties, and other public agencies. With today's resolution, I recommend that the project proceed to detailed design, including plans, cost estimate, bidding schedule, construction timeline, and calculation of assessments. This maintenance project will improve drainage of properties in the watershed, the right-of-way along Cole Road, and it will also improve the safety and operation of the property owners' drinking water wells and on-site septic systems, which will benefit all watersheds downstream. As stated in the hearing, this watershed is in the larger watershed of the state and national scenic river known as Big Darby Creek. If you approve today's resolution, we will continue to work with Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Franklin Soil and Water Conservation District, and the Ohio EPA to protect this natural resource as we finalize the design on or before August 1st of 2023. Similarly, we will continue working with the petitioners, Ohio Farm Bureau, Brown Township, and property owners in the watershed as well. As we continue through the process, there will be additional opportunities for you all to stop the project if you see fit before construction begins. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
Any questions or comments?
I'll just say that for those who may be hearing this for the first time, we've had what I would think is a very extensive conversation about what's best, not just for any one resident, but for an entire region when these type of efforts need to take place. And this is all about the process at this point. And I think what this resolution does, just for clarification, is we are underscoring that we want to allow the process to take place so that we can have, as commissioners, all of the information needed to make the type of final judgment that allows for the project to go forward. So I appreciate my colleagues, their questions at the hearings, and I appreciate all the neighbors and community folks who had come out and continue to share information with us and questions. This is truly how the process should work, and so I'm voting in support of this this stage of the exploration or evaluation of the project. Thank you.
If there are no other questions or comments, I move approval of resolution 509-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Tyler Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 50921 has been adopted.
Thank you all very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Engineer. Clerk Hinderling, are there any generalizations?
I have none this morning, Commissioner.
Outstanding. Are there any questions from members of the media who are on the phone? There's Mark. He's turned on his camera.
Hey, just
seeing that there are none. Okay, but no, I'm kidding.
oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna ask the hard ones. No, I've got a very quick and easy question. Confirming that the briefing and then starting with next week's general session, the three of you will be back in person, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. It's my understanding that the deadline for virtual meetings ends. And so I don't know exactly the date, but I know before our briefing. And so our briefing will be our very first meeting in person. I've asked the administrator to look at hosting it in the hearing room just to give us some social distance if folks are uncomfortable, but we may not need it because I think it's just going to be the commissioner. So it'll be our first meeting. Yep, together.
Yeah, so this is officially our last virtual meeting of this nature, although we are still going to continue to use Zoom, are we not, Dean?
Commissioner, if I may, yes, we will continue hosting both general session and briefing session in a hybrid fashion for those individuals that wish to Zoom in. The links that have been supplied through the pandemic will continue forward. We have outfitted both the new general session room and your hearing room to allow for that hybrid technology moving forward.
The other thing, Mark, is I think I'd like to point out, I believe staff tells me that is today Commissioner Tyler Lee's final meeting with us?
Yes, correct.
So,
County Administrator Wilson, yes.
I'd like to say thank you to Commissioner Tyler Lee for not only the fantastic service that she's provided to the residents of Franklin County during these last several weeks, but her willingness to be of service to the residents of Franklin County. When we reached out to her and contacted her to ask her if she would do this, she was willing. It's been a great several weeks. She's done a fantastic job, and we appreciate everything that the service that she's been able to provide to the community over the last number of weeks since Commissioner Brown stepped down. And I know that I've been told by staff that Commissioner Crowley will be sworn in and will be taking office and will be joining us on Thursday. So Commissioner Tyler Lee, thank you very much for your service.
If I could just add, thanks, Commissioner O'Grady, for recognizing. I didn't even think about that. This is her last meeting, and I really just want to echo everything that you said, and just add that Commissioner Tyler Lee is an example of the consummate public servant. Someone that has spent a lifetime and a career building blocks in Central Ohio. And Commissioner O'Grady and I were at the Crew Stadium opening today. And I'm always reflective when we have those moments because, you can think about what that site used to be and what that area used to be, and then you see it, what it is today. But I'm reminded of all the people like yourself, Commissioner Tyler Lee, who, people don't see the work that we do as public servants often. But as I look at downtown and both Commissioner O'Grady and Commissioner Tyler Lee are both native Columbus, we know what Central Ohio was like 40 or 50 years ago and 30 years ago. And it's people like Commissioner Dawn Tyler Lee that every day casts some new stone somewhere in this community and doesn't always get the recognition. And, you know, there are no buildings named Tyler Lee yet anyways. But it's people like you that is why Central Ohio is the way it is. And I don't want for 1 minute folks to not know that you have been a significant part of what Central Ohio is today. I know that personally because we generally started around the same time in this. And I know it's the same with the mayor. You know, we're all about the same age. And Commissioner Grady's a little older than us, so he's been around a little bit longer. But
Mr. Boyd is older than you think he is.
the point though is that you really have been a part of a lot of big things for Central Ohio, and not just brick and mortar like the stadium, but things that have really matter. From the social service elements that's undergird, you know, our most vulnerable populations to women and children who you've been an advocate and fierce leader for. So thank you for all your service. And I'm absolutely certain this isn't our last time interacting and seeing you. I'm 100% confident of that. So thanks for your service. Did all that answer your question, Mark?
Absolutely.
I'll just close with a thank you to President Boyce and Commissioner O'Grady for your vote of confidence in me to serve in this acting role. It has been short, but it has been very satisfying. I have learned a lot and have appreciated the opportunity to be part of the county family for a short time. I am so inspired by all of the county employees I've had an opportunity to encounter during my brief stint. You know, unfortunately, public service and government employees often get a bad rap. You know, they've got the stigma, if you will, of not being innovative, not being hardworking, and that couldn't be further from the truth as I look around county government and see people who are working hard every day to make our county better. So I applaud all the county employees I've had an opportunity to encounter, and thank you for your continued diligence and innovation to make our county even stronger. It's certainly been an honor to serve, and if I can be of service again in any capacity, big or small, I do hope that you'll think of me. Thank you.
Well, we intend to carry forward your women to work efforts. So that is,
thank you.
Yeah. So
Great.
thank you
Absolutely.
very much.
Any other questions, Mark? All right. Are there any other questions from members of the media? Any other members of the media? Okay, seeing that there are none, that concludes our meeting. Everyone have a great day and the rest of your week. Happy holidays.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye-bye.
Be
Thank
safe.
you, everyone.
Be safe.